All right, so this is Peacewalker Week 3 homework. Think about your story in relation to your job. How does your story connect with your job? How does your job connect to the universal life value? How does it connect with respecting and protecting life? Write down your answer in your journal and post a video of yourself telling us what that story is. This is a challenging one for me because I spent a lot of time wishing I had a different job. I didn't go to school for microbiology, although I really like it. Quality assurance in the corporate environment doesn't really suit my personality, I think. But this job is my lifeline, and I have spent almost 4 years there. Realistically, there's a good chance I'll be there for a long time. A chance, anyway. I do have some career ambitions which are lab related. It's more like forming a small business, which would hopefully become a much larger business that has a pretty significant lab portion to it. It would be some kind of mycological or bioremediation with a basic product and service, really centered around waste management and the recycling of organic waste materials in an unconventional way. This would include like plastic debris and microplastics, which is where I think it's where a lot of my personal interest is. Working in any kind of lab environment, especially an ISO and FDA approved one, would probably put me in a good situation for running my own someday. Specifically, my quality assurance job regarding the universal life value. I think that's an easy one. I mean, quality assurance is, at least ostensibly, really geared around preventing consumers from receiving contaminated products. So these are products that are contaminated with microbiological pathogens. When I do think about my job in that context, it becomes a lot more bearable, although it still doesn't really excite me that much. The story I tell myself might have to change if I'm going to, stay there long term or even just be happier there in the short term. And I guess I've been aware of that for at least the last year and a half or so. Some other, internet mentors I've come across, like Tony Robbins, have talked about that for a long time. Jim Rohn, and of course, there's authors like James Allen, author of As a Man Thinketh, that talk about similar themes. We also, I guess, by having a good quality assurance unit, we help our ABOs, our Amway business owners around the world, and we help all of our corporate staff kind of maintain their own lives, which is pretty important. Customer service within a corporation is a pretty important aspect of, of having a healthy corporate community, I think. And you need to really kind of touch base with people in other departments and other roles in order to really kind of live like a human life. You really are working together to help each other, continue to live. To reiterate, though, it is pretty challenging.